Hi everybody, welcome to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream. I'm kind of excited.
Why?
We get to eat.
All right, yet another manufacturer has sent us 3 new flavors of things that I never thought they could put into food items. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, but right now, let's do it.
Okay.
We get to eat. It's the video. All right, we get to try new products. New products.
It's Oreos. Oreos, of course, are the experts at coming out with brand new things all the time.
What is this one?
They come out with a whole new thin series, and the first one they started with was pistachio. So let's see how that one goes.
All right, so
There was a cappuccino flavor that apparently tasted like dirt, according to a friend, so we're not going to do that one.
these are wafer thin
So you feel like you're
Get
eating
one.
less? Oh, okay.
and
These
mint.
could be good, because I like pistachio.
No chewing in the mic.
All right.
Eh,
I don't taste anything.
I got a question for everybody.
It's a nice color.
If you opened this package, how many would you eat?
At least twice as many as usual.
I'd probably eat 3/4 of a row.
Because you would assume that you were just saving yourself from...
I'm saving my kids from eating bad food.
I
That's
don't
what I'd
taste
be
any
doing.
pistachio at all. Although there's a weird filmy aftertaste.
It's
that could be
mint.
of
Oh,
pistachio.
it's pistachio. I thought it was
There's
a
like
mint.
a filmy aftertaste that might be what they were thinking is pistachio.
That's because, I'll tell you why. We'll do it on the next one.
Okay, now coconut I don't get because coconut seems to be really hard to replicate, and I wouldn't think it would be. These are the coconut thins.
All right,
All right, you ready?
hang on. These are thin. What's up with the thin? Are they all thin now? Oh, they're thins, it's called. Because it's so much healthier for you and you can eat the whole bag. Okay.
That's actually good.
It's a cookie,
And what did it taste like coconut?
especially at the end.
Okay, now just because Oreo likes to go in extremes, you know, we've had all the new thins. Now we've gone way past double stuff, which gives you more of the, you know, the shortening flavored inner filling to a really terrifying amount of inner filling. This is called the...
I'm reading the ingredients because this is the new one. What is it called?
The most stuff.
Most stuff.
Most stuff.
Now, if you like Oreos,
Oh my God.
Lord. Here.
So essentially, as you see, this is like
Triple.
triple. So there's like, it's like 3 times as much as the actual cookie.
All right, I would suggest that's a lot of stuff. Too much. Oh. Right? Too much.
I'm feeling kind of diabetic right now.
I think I heard my heart stop. Or at least slow down. All right, so out of these
Yeah.
3, pistachio, coconut, or triple stuff.
The triples, you actually have to kind of like bite through it like a roast, trying to get like a full bite out of it,
It's too much.
which is troubling with a cookie. And the grittiness is so overwhelming that it's hard to...
There's grit.
Yeah. The coconut was not bad. It at least tasted like coconut, and the thin is pretty good because at least it's crispy. And
In order, I'm going to go
pistachio was disappointing.
coconut, pistachio, most stuff.
Most
There you
stuff
go.
is
All
scary.
right. We do this so you don't have to. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
I think you'd like coconut pistachio, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
If you eat enough to maybe
Okay.
get enough of the
All right.
film.
We're done. Back to us.
The stuff thing.
Sundance.
Okay, for most people, it's like you just kind of want to know who's going to be there. And last night it opened up with Taylor Swift's new documentary, Miss Americana. It is supposed to be a deep and personal look at Taylor Swift.
Well, she came out with an eating disorder, talking about that.
She's she's a gigantic international star. She was wearing a tweed dress that looked super chilly. for Sundance, but okay. But the documentary does talk about her eating disorder and how she can't look at anything online now because, and I don't blame her. I mean, I don't care who you are and if you're popular or not. The coverage is brutal. And she's had an eating disorder since she was a teenager just because the kid is a stick. And they would talk about how fat she was. Thank you, because when you're 15, that's super to know those things. But it was interesting. She defended herself about, they always say, the only songs you write are about your ex-boyfriends. And she went, yeah, the guys do that too. Which is...
Not as specific as she does, though, I have to say. So we've been to Sundance. We've been there, done that, got the T-shirt and everything. Waited in the car in line for an hour and a half. And had some great experiences there. But
keep your feet warm.
It's kind of more about, getting tickets is hard. It's more about the stars.
It really is about who you want to watch. Angelina Jolie is going to be there. Benedict Cumberbatch. Tessa Thompson from Thor Ragnarok.
Right.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Will Ferrell. Anthony Hopkins is going to be there. Glenn Close. Michael Keaton. You love him. We might look at that one.
I like Michael Keaton.
Julianne Moore. Jude Law. And Anne Hathaway.
Some good names.
Yeah, so there's going to be some big people. The real goal here is that you just want to go around the hospitality lounges. It's hard to get into any of the premieres, especially if you don't have tickets by now. But literally just walking up and down Main Street gives you some really good ones. Take a look at the Audible Speakeasy, that's 692 Main Street, and then the Music Lodge, that's from Associated Press, and they're in the Main Street in the Courtyard. You'll see everybody going in and out of there.
They're
Dress
a large
warmly.
group. They look like the group from Charlie Brown.
Keep your feet dry. And almost everybody will let you take a selfie with them. As long as you're pacing alongside, you don't expect them to stop.
Yeah.
And even, you know what? A lot of times give them the phone and let them do it because trust me, they're much better at it than you are.
When security starts hitting you with the clubs, that's the time to go. Little thing.
Most of them are pretty nice.
I got to tell you, sometimes activists are the ones who step in and help animals, like PETA and different organizations when they're on track. As soon as they went to fishing as torture, you lost me. So basically, animals are now standing up and fighting for themselves, which I think is great. So in India, it is illegal to have cockfights.
Now, we explain that to people who don't know what that is.
Okay,
and it's very popular here, especially in the South.
Another rooster.
But explain how.
Okay, so in a cockfight, roosters have a natural spur. Like that. This thing. And that's how they attack other roosters for dominance, right? No.
That seems awkward.
Like that. So what the idiots do is they attach a razor blade to the spur and tie it on. So now when they attack, they're lethal. So this Indian guy's driving in India, because that's how he does it. And he's driving along. In the back seat, he's got a cage with a rooster in it that's got the metal
already
things
strapped on the horrible razors? Okay.
Well, the rooster uses and get out of the cage and attacks the guy as he's driving down the street, lacerating the back of his neck. He has to go to the hospital. Meanwhile, the rooster's walking around going, yeah, that's right. Well, the guy dies. The guy dies from cockfighting. That's kind of embarrassing.
There's so many lines that I want to say here, and none of them are...
So many things I want to put on the gravestone, and yet I won't.
It's hard to feel sorry for him.
It really is.
And I'm just hoping that the cock ran off into the night, found a nice working farm.
And lived happily
Not the
ever
kind like
after.
that your mother told you about when your dog Sparky disappeared. No, but like a real one where
I think you're,
all the hens went, good for you.
I'll just hand you a shovel and dig the hole deeper. Anyway, we want to talk about shopping locally.
Yeah, shop locally. If you haven't been to our Shop Locally Utah Facebook page, please stop by. There's so many great local vendors and artists and service providers and all these people who do amazing things. And it's such a good way to keep the money in our own community.
And we kicked it off for December for Christmas and this Christmas season. But now, February, Valentine's Day, and if you're looking for artisan work as far as textiles or as far as jewelry or things like that, or psychics, and a gift certificate for psychics, or dog grooming, I didn't even think of that because my dog's a mess. This is something you can do for Valentine's Day.
Or maybe you bake and you do specialty stuff, or whatever it is. If this is your time where you actually do really well, or you're thinking this would be a good time to jump in, we are perfect for you because we can introduce you to 100,000 of our favorite people in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, it's that simple.
All right, so how do they get there?
Just go to the ToddandErinDailyStream.com, ToddandErinDailyStream.com. Click on the Shop Locally icon. You can see some of our other clients, and you can see where all of your information would be spread out. And it's incredibly affordable. For as low as $100, we can get you out there.
And we have kicked some butt for some people. So anyway, go check it out. Where do they go again?
Just go to the ToddandErinDailyStream.com, the ToddandErinDailyStream.com, and click on the Shop Locally icon.
We should wrap this up with Tell Me Something Good.
Oh, this is a nice one. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, now this was kind of a mystery. There is a little town in Wisconsin, and they have a lot of low-income families there.
Okay.
Not doing so great.
Right.
But for the last 5 years, the detectives there have been kind of weirded out because mysterious
Detectives?
little bundles of cash would show up in places. And it tended to be low-income areas, places where people might find it by maybe a store or a school.
So not at like your door, but
No,
out in public.
but out where you would see it, and it would
Interesting.
it would just be labeled for you because if you need this. Now the detectives were like, "This is great," and most people would bring the cash in and go, "Look, I found this."
Why the police?
And it was
though?
on average, it was around about $400,
That's awesome.
which would be a lot.
It is a
And
lot.
so after a waiting period, then the people would be able to come and pick it up because they found it.
Oh, right. If
Because
they turned it into
yeah,
the
because
police.
no one would
Now I
claim
get it. Now I get it.
So
Right.
the police were like, "This is okay," because as an officer, your first thought is, "Okay, where's this coming from? Is this like drug money,
Right.
or is this something? Why is this happening?"
It's it for you.
But so this has happened for 5 years. No one was ever able to figure it out. And then
Right.
finally, one day after there was enough international attention, 2 people came up to the police station and said, "We just want you to know you don't have to worry." And so the
Right.
2 officers brought them in and they talked to these 2 people. They're not married. They really had no connection with each other,
Right.
but they had both started spontaneously leaving money out.
Oh, because one did it and they heard about it and then they did it.
and then
oh.
they connected and they said, "Let's do this together."
Did they get married?
And they had no, but they had specifically targeted this area because there were so many people in need, and they said, "This is just money we've saved up over our lifetimes. This isn't drug money or anything weird."
Right.
And they were able to answer enough questions that it was clear that these were the 2 amazing people who've been doing this.
This would be like a Hallmark movie if they got married.
I think they're just beautiful people who want to go to heaven. But so now that the detectives know this, they've even been able to point out a couple of places where they could drop stuff off.
Funny.
And
That's funny.
the cool thing about it is they said, now we feel good because we know it's not from a scary source.
Right.
We know how much happiness it's giving these people. And for this
Right.
whole town, it's transformed them because they're all excited and they feel like someone's looking after them.
Oh, that's sweet.
That there's like a guardian
That
angel.
is sweet.
And the detectives say now that we know this, they said,
They probably don't hold the money. Because they're supposed to hold it for 30 days. So if somebody does come
but
in
now that
with
they have the
it,
recognizable package,
Go for it.
Yeah, they have a recognizable package. So they say, "No, it's
Go
yours.
for it.
Take
Ah,
it."
that's a sweet
But it's
story.
very cool, and they said it's changed everything for this town, and they were able to tell the benefactors what it meant to the people to make them feel like they were
That's
special.
very cool. Well, anyway, thank you for that
incredible.
story. That's very cool. And thanks for watching. Share the show because it annoys people, and we enjoy that. If you want more information about buying local, all you have to do.
Shop locally, go to the ToddandErinDailyStream.com. We also have a complete list of all the hospitality lounges and areas where you are most likely to see celebrities over the next 10 days if you want to go up to Sundance.
Well, we'll see you next week on the
Keep
Todd
your
and
feet
Erin
dry.
Daily Stream.
I'm such a mom. Keep your feet dry.
Let me mansplain it by taking plastic bags and never mind.
No,
Goodbye.
it's just all the years we've been up
I
there,
know,
ankle
goodbye.
deep in slush.
Goodbye.
Keep your feet dry.
And pump the brakes. You don't have to do that anymore.